be discussing how to know if you should quit YouTube or content creation as a whole. Now, I'm going to wait for some of you to get in. I'm thinking about giving away one of my Facebook creator programs plus the hour consultation. We'll see how things go, how lively you guys are. It's valued at $200 right now. If you would like to uh, get the Facebook creator program plus the hour consultation, you can get it for 30% off on my website, cdarrellhoward.com. Um, I don't think I linked this particular product in the description, but I will definitely do so later. But you can get the consultation with me, which is just $89.99. But I think the better value is the Facebook Creator Program plus the 1 hour consultation. Now, um, why do you need this? Well, you may not need it, but some of you may. And that's why I'm here to tell you all about it tonight. Because I know for me, I felt unmotivated as a content creator many, many times. So many times. To the point where I wanted to quit. And I think I did quit. Did I quit? Well, I know I took a break. Quitting is like when you don't post any content for like days, weeks, and perhaps months. And I've done that. So, um, should you quit if you're feeling unmotivated? Um, no, I don't think you should quit. I don't think anyone should quit if they love doing content creation because I've said this before on another live. You can go back and watch it in my content creator playlist. I think it's Get This Content Creator Bag. You can go to that playlist and you can see all of the prior lives that I've done, as well as some other videos that I've done if you would like to. But thank you, all three of you, for coming in. I see some of you have already liked. Hi, Joanne Easterling. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining the live. And I would like to say that content creation is an art. It's definitely an art. It takes creativity, especially. Thanks for liking the live. Especially if you are of the mindset that you want to not only do this for a living to make money, but to inspire others. 12 people in the live, guys. Please do me a favor and thumbs up the like. Thank you all for joining tonight. We're going to have a great conversation tonight. I appreciate you all for coming in. As I was saying before you came in, hi, Silly Salmon. Uh, I'm thinking about doing a giveaway tonight. I have a few products on my website, cdarrellhoward.com, that are advantageous for content creators, especially those of you who are in the beginning stages or who have been doing it a while, but you're not finding any luck with making money or getting an audience. And when I say getting an audience, I mean just people who buy into you. Your audience doesn't have to consist of thousands and thousands of people for you to be successful. And I think sometimes people fall into that bag of just, oh, if I don't have 1 million followers, or if I don't have 1,000 people on my live. Right now I have 15 people on the live. And I feel successful if 2 more of you just thumbs up the live. You know, it doesn't take a lot. It just takes building an audience of people who dig what you're doing. And that's the point of content creation. Thank you, Evolve and Marissa. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you for showing the love. Um, you have to do it because you love it. You have to do it because you want to create. Now, what do you have to bring to content creation? Because I know some people, they're doing it just for money. And that's that's a good motivator, but when all you have is money to keep you going, then I know for me, when my content is not making a lot of money, for me to keep going, it takes a lot more muscle for me to get back in there and say, you know what? I'm going to show up for myself today because sometimes the audience just not is just not there. So you have to show up just for yourself and get out there and do it because that's what you love to do. Perhaps you're a teacher and you want to educate your audience, or I see some people, they're comedians, and they use social media as a way because they haven't made it as an actress, or they haven't made it to the big stage yet, to do a 1 hour special. But people dig them on social media. There's Country Wayne. Um, I want to say her name is Madison on TikTok, but I love her little skits, and she gets on there with her husband and does her thing. And people have been able to just find a way to resonate with audiences and get audience and attract groups of people to follow them, and then before you know it, they're blowing up. And it takes time. It sometimes some people get lucky and they're able to create pieces of content that just hit off right away. But then there's others like me who are a slow burn, and you're slowly gaining an audience and you're slowly going viral here and there. Maybe not every day, but once a week, and maybe not monthly, but you're hitting, and your name is getting known. And you're, I know for me, for on Facebook, for instance, sometimes my content will be slow. And then there are other times when my content will reach millions. And you want to be able to keep that going, and you want to be able to keep your audiences engaged. So watch your analytics, make sure that you're doubling down on the content that's hitting, and make sure that when you feel the inspiration that you just keep going, because sometimes the algorithm is tricky. Sometimes it's not you. They'll say, oh, just keep posting the content. Sometimes the algorithm, you don't know who you may have offended and who may have reported you. You don't know what you could have posted. I know one time I posted a link and it went out of control on Facebook. And Facebook doesn't want you posting links for free. They want you to pay for those links, and they will punish you sometimes on these platforms. They'll say, "Oh no, we don't do that. We don't do that." But yes, they do. Yes, they do. Especially when it comes to, let me fix my hair. When it comes down to that dollar bill. So yes, if you like content creation, stick with it. Don't give up. Don't give up. There's other things besides money. There's other things besides gaining an audience, and that's doing it because it's something that you love doing. Now, sometimes you want to do it, but you just don't have the inspiration. Maybe you're depressed. Perhaps you've been tired. You've been sick. I know I deal with. I have a condition that, like last week, whew, it was hard for me to make it through those lives. But once again, I showed up for myself. And even though I wasn't feeling good physically and a little mentally, I just kept going because I know that it's important to me to develop a routine so that people will know that, okay, on Monday nights, charity is going live at 6:30. And a couple of times I had to cancel my live and do it the next day or the next week because I just was too tired to do it. And but I'm not gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna. Well, I messed up that one time. Or I didn't show up that one time. No, you just keep going. And like I said, sometimes you don't feel inspired, and it's just gonna take that inner voice with inside of yourself to just keep going. You know. So yeah, stay inspired. Watch videos that other people are doing, and that's my kids in the background. I am a mom, first of all and foremost. And then other people who like me and who love me, like my mom, she'll be like, "Nuh-uh, don't stop, keep going, keep going. You're in the. I feel that it's gonna happen for you." Because there's been times when I'm just like, "Oh, I just don't want to do it anymore." And I say, "God, should I keep going? Should I keep doing it?" This was just like around last fall, and I said, I don't know if this is my calling. I like content creation, but I just don't know if this is my calling." And like I'm telling you, like the very next week, I went viral and I made thousands of dollars. So that's why I say, if you like it, keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Don't lose hope. And sometimes I'll look at others' pages and I'll look at what others doing and I'll see, okay, what's working for them, not to copy. Because you never want to copy, because if you copy, you have to keep copying. And if you're doing what somebody else is doing, then you're trying to be them. And the point of content creation is to create. Now, I know that these platforms will penalize you if you're not creative, because they don't want 1,000 of the same person. They want individuals to be original. Bring something to the table that somebody else isn't bringing, or bring a new take on it. So I know that I have been inspired by other creators, and perhaps I have, tweaked something that they did or did something similar, or sometimes I've done exactly what they did. But at one time that did well for me. I went viral, and I gained a huge audience of people who really liked it, but it was just my own take on it. It wasn't the same script. It was just, okay, they did this. I would like to do that. That's something that I know that, and honestly, when I did it, I was just doing it just to do it. I wasn't doing it to, and that's how it happens. I know I'm going back a little bit back and forth, but that's how it usually happens when you go viral. Sometimes you'll be just throwing something up there just so that you can stay in the algorithm, just so that you can maintain consistency, and then you'll mess around and go viral. Hi, EVLOTODD. I'm sorry if that's not your intent. Thank you for joining. But yeah, those are usually the times when you will go viral, when you least expect that you are going to go viral. You'll just be putting something on social media just for the just for the just just to do it. But yeah. So that's what I do. I stay inspired by watching others' videos. I stay inspired by just showing up for myself. That's what inspires me the most. Obviously, my creator, and then just the need to create. I'm an author as well as a content creator and a publishing consultant. So I have a strong desire to create and to allow my imagination to work overtime. I'm constantly thinking of new things to do. Once I crush one goal, I'm setting up another. Like, I could do so many different things if I had enough time in a day. So allow that to be your inspiration when the money isn't coming in, when you're not feeling your best self, when the audience isn't showing up. Show up for you, and stay inspired, because that's what you like to do. Now, I want to move on a bit and go into content creation itself and how to create content when you don't know what to post. Sometimes you're just like, I don't know what I want to post today. Should I post something with a trending song? And I would always say, find your niche. And people say, oh, just post some of everything. But when you do that, then when it's time to be consistent, it's a little bit harder. When you know what your channel is, when you're focused on that, and I can honestly say that on this channel even, I've had a hard time honing down on exactly what I wanted my channel to be about, because my channel was just created I can't even tell you why I got a YouTube channel, because I never wanted to be a YouTuber. Don't even ask me why I did it. I think it was probably money. I don't know. But why I stayed, because I have a tenacious spirit, and I started making money. So, and my goal has always been to be monetized, but I am not monetized. I am not monetized. I have almost 1,000 videos, and I am still not monetized. I think my video, I had a short that did like 100K, and I think my most watched video is like 3,500. But of course, those that make me money, the video that made me money was a Dollar Tree video, and my mom is kind of like my manager. Hi, mom, if you're watching tonight. If she's not watching now, she'll be watching later. She watches all of my videos, all my lives, and she'll tell me, Charity, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. And for like a year, she was like, go to Dollar Tree, go to Dollar Tree. But I wasn't a Dollar Tree shopper, and I'm like, I don't want to go to Dollar Tree. And she just kept, go to Dollar Tree, go to Dollar Tree. I want to see if they have this. I want to see if they have that. Go to this Dollar Tree and do this and that. God bless you, Major Fishing. God be with you in the name of Jesus. Um, but yes, I started going to Dollar Tree at the behest of my mother. And wouldn't you know it, that video did like a few thousand. And I think at the time that was my most watched video. But I was already with an affiliate program, and I just started, like I said, I was inspired by another creator. And I said, you know what? Let me start adding links to my videos. And we'll talk about how you can sponsor yourself if you're not monetized on the platforms. And I said, okay, let me start sharing my links. And before I knew it, my affiliate links were doing well. So, yeah, other people will inspire you, and people like your family and friends, those who really care about you and know, um, those should be the ones. If you don't have somebody pushing you, and I know in this day and age we're not as social, but I'm sure that most people, and if you don't, go out there and network and find somebody that's going to hold you accountable and tell you to keep going when you want to give up. But yes, thank you all for joining tonight. And I appreciate you guys for responding. I have a question for you before I get into sponsoring yourself. What is one way that you can make money on social media if you are not monetized? That means that you are not an affiliate, you are not a partner, you're not like a Facebook creator. Let me know in the chat. If somebody can answer that, then I'll do a giveaway before I move on and start telling you how you can sponsor yourself. I talk about it in my other lives. You may have watched my other live, how to make money as a content creator. I don't know if one of you are joining me tonight, but if you are, go ahead and put the answer in the chat. What's one way that you can make money? And the first person that answers and has a good answer, I will go ahead and I will give you that content creator pack. It is the Facebook Creator Program course, and you also get a 30-minute consultation with me. And we can discuss anything pertaining to the Facebook program. Now, today I just got I got a notification that I can make money from my stories. I've been watching and waiting for that notification. I'm a Facebook creator, but I think I got almost all of the ways that you can make money on Facebook. I think I'm qualified for. So the stories is just something I got today. So I will be posting more and more stories so that I can get that back too. But some of the ways that you can make money sponsoring yourself is you can just, if you're an author, you can use your book to sponsor your content. Perhaps you're going to go live, or you have a subject you want to talk about that's pertaining to your book, or maybe not, but maybe your audience is built around the services you provide, or you have readers who are attracted to your page, and you can use your books, place an ad for yourself, talk about your book, and then those book sales can sponsor your page or your channel, or excuse me, that content that you're doing. Or perhaps another way, maybe you have a friend who has a candle business, or they're selling something on Etsy, and you know how you have friends that say, "Oh, can you promote my business or promote my website on your channel?" Sure, give me $100, and I will promote your product on my page. Tonight's video, I will share your website link and I will talk about your product. You can even come on, or I do a little a 30-minute ad for you. It's all types of ways that you can do it. You can put your affiliate links in your bio and you can put it in your description. You can also put your website links into your description so that you can earn money on your own website. YouTube is a platform that is big and vast. I think it's still the biggest search engine. I know YouTube and Amazon is pretty much running neck and neck. But just think about it. People go to Google all the time because they want to find out how to do something. They want to find out if they're going somewhere. They want to find out what it's like. They want to get reviews on products. And if you know how to use SEO and you title your content correctly, when people are looking for, okay, where should I go when I visit California? Where should you places you should visit in California? Uh, if they want to go to a particular restaurant, we're going to say Chili's. Um, what's the best thing to eat at Chili's, or what's on the Chili's menu, or um, like I do a lot of shopping videos. What is on sale at Walmart for Easter? Easter dresses at Walmart, things like that. Be creative with it and put your links in the bio in your description so that when people Google that, and I've been getting a lot of traffic from Google lately because I've been getting good about using good titles and descriptions so that when people are conducting searches, my content will come up. And then when they watch my video, if they want to learn more about what's in my video, if they want to use a product that is in my video, they can get that in the description and click right there on the link, and it will lead them to my website. It will lead them to my storefronts. It will lead them to other uh, groups I have on Facebook, wherever I want them to go. And it doesn't have to be just one. In your description, you can put all kinds of stuff in there, all kinds of links. And of course, when people get to watching your videos and get to come into your channel, they're going to want to know more about you. You know what? If I watch one video, then I watch two videos and I kind of like what I see. Or if they don't like you, they'll still look. Let me see what this person is talking about. Who are they? Like, what are they doing on YouTube? Let's see, how many followers do they have? Okay, let me look at their description and read that. And then that's where you have your links at as well. I have a link tree in my description. Honey, you're going to get these links. You're going to get these links. You're going to get my products. You're going to get all the information you need when you come to my page. And I'm constantly revising, constantly changing my bio to make it succinct to the audience that I want to attract. And that's just the way my mind goes. Like, I'm going to get better at creating. I'm going to get better at descriptions. And I'm also going to get better at promoting myself. So think of it like that when you're on YouTube. Don't just think about sharing content. Think about it as as that YouTube is a vehicle for you to promote yourself. And out of all of them, all of the social media channels, I think YouTube is one of the best ways to promote yourself, especially if you're a beginner, because TikTok, I think you need 1,000 uh, followers before you can even share your link. YouTube, you can do it right away. So there's that to consider. Don't just look at it like, okay, I'm not making money. Look at it as a way to advertise yourself. If you have a website and you want to show your audience videos, use your channel for that. If you are creating content and you want, say you're on TikTok and you want to show your audience longer content instead of the 10-minute limit, you can come over here, and I think you can go up to an hour or more. Think outside the box and get you a pen and pad, a journal. I have several journals, and constantly, or use the notes in your phone and constantly write down thoughts as they come to you throughout the day. And for crying out loud, take a break. Take breaks sometimes and give yourself And when I say take a break, I don't mean just sit down and rest and still scroll on your phone. I don't mean still watch TV. I mean take a break. Let your mind rest. I'm starting to do that more where I'm feeling like I'm getting bogged down by too much stimuli from TV and creating content and thinking of new ideas. I will just turn off everything and get quiet in my room, and then thoughts will come to me. And then I will just start jotting down things. And then I'm like, okay, well, I need to change this description on my YouTube. Okay, I forgot to add an end card to that video, or my next live. I mean, it's so many ideas that sometimes I forget them. And that's when I go back, okay, did you post that idea, or did you do that content that you were going to do last week that you wrote down? Did you actually post that quote? So when you start getting to the point where you don't know what to post, you should have a book of ideas already at the ready, because I'm sure there's something that you didn't do. I'm sure there was something that you didn't post. So you can just go back to those things and you can go from there. So, yes, we talked about staying motivated, staying inspired, and how to create content. And we talked about having a niche. We also talked about how to sponsor yourself. And let's see, what else did I not talk about? Because I know I was not prepared today. Not like I was prepared. I wrote everything down, but I didn't send it to myself. So I don't have it right in front of me. So now I kind of remember what all I was going to say. But yes, you use others for inspiration, but mostly write down your thoughts. And so since I didn't get anybody to answer my question, then I keep my content creator pack for myself. I was gonna give it away, but you guys don't want it. Guess what? I'll keep it for me and I'll sell it. Somebody's gonna buy it. I'm sure of that. But yes, you guys have a good night. This live is gonna be a little shorter. Next week, I think I was gonna do it this week, but I thought, you know what, let's save it. But I'm going to tell you guys about self-publishing and how to use self-publishing to um, ramp up your content creator business. It's such a good way to make more money and also to stay inspired to make content, because you can turn your page into content, or you can make a page just based on the book that you're writing. You can build your audience from that on YouTube and talk about it, gain your readers. There's just so much to talk about when it comes to self-publishing. And we live in a different time. When I wanted to first write a book, it was like you have to find an agent, you query them, and then if they like it, then they'll shop you to a publisher. You write a book, you wait a few years for it to get published, and you hope that you sell one book. Nowadays, you just get on the computer, you write it up, you come up with your own strategy, and you put it on Amazon, and just like that, you're a published author. It's very easy to do, and it's a way that everybody can make money. I think everybody should write a book. Everybody has at least one book in them, but not everyone has the tenacity to see it through. But if you can, then it's for me, it's like what do they call it? It's like income that I get every month. I get royalties every month, and I haven't posted a book or published a book since October of 2022. Cringe. And you know, I have some ideals. I have a few ideals. I went to the Broad Museum this month. I just couldn't wait to get there. And I kept putting it off. When I finally went there, I just can feel my creative juices just being reinvigorated. And that's another thing you should do if you're feeling uninspired as a content creator. Go and do something that you love. Go to a concert and see your favorite artist. Pick up a book and read it. If you like to read, if you like art, go to a museum. All those things are ways for you to feel inspired to do the things that you love to do, especially if you're a creator like myself. I'm originally, not originally, but I am an author turned content creator turned YouTuber. I do all of it. So um, I have a few books published already. That's also in my link tree. See how I plug myself? I'm always going to plug myself, guys. I'm never going to not promote myself because that's what it's all about, constant promotion. But if you go to my bio, you can see my link tree, and I have a few books published. Um, I think I published my first book 6 years ago. I have come a long way. Um, like I said, I just wanted to get something out there because I had a book in me forever. But, they need to be edited. And I'm going to edit them one day. I'm going to sit down and edit my books because they deserve that. And even though they weren't edited the best, they still made a lot of money. I sold thousands of books, thousands of books. When I think about that, that's crazy. And and so many continents. I think I have books sold in Australia, Europe. Um, I don't want to say Asia, but I know in the UK, somebody has one of my books in their hands, or they read one of my book, or they bought it. Um, so that's cool to know that I have all those books. No audio. What happened to my audio? Uh, can you hear me now? Let me know, Ryan. Sip and savor social tea. You can hear. Okay, cool. Ryan, maybe turn up the volume. Pump up the volume. Thank you guys for joining. Do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. That helps me in the algorithm, guys. But yes, that's another thing that uh, I'm good, Doris Street Food. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all for joining the live tonight. A lot of you have joined the live tonight and you guys are liking. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Um, have a good night, Ryan. Thank you for coming by. But that's another thing that writing books does. It's just like leaving your legacy behind. You get to let out all your thoughts. But if you're gonna write, don't be like me and don't just put anything out. Get you a project manager. That's what I am as a consultant nowadays. I show other people how to. I'm from the U.S. Dara Street Food, Cambodia. That's awesome. Well, I know it's what time is it here? It's like 7:21 p.m. What time is it where you are at Dara Street Food? I know for me, I had no idea about how to publish a book, and I'm gonna just wrap up that part because I'm going to talk about it next week. I'm going to go really deep dive, really into self publishing. So if you're thinking about writing a book, or perhaps you have a book out, I started writing a book and got really nervous when telling my story because I didn't want to hurt my family's feelings because of the things that I had experienced. And you know what? Sip and savor social tea. A lot of people uh, let that stop them from writing a book. You can write under a pen name or you can change names in the book. Um, Most of the time, our families aren't our audience anyway. You don't even have to tell them that you wrote a book. It's just up to you how you want to do it. Or you can write the book and you can think about when you want to publish it later. But when it comes to your art, nobody has a right to tell you what you can put out. No one has the right to tell you what you can say or how you can say it when it comes to your art. And that's your story to tell. And you have a right to tell it if you want to tell it, when you want to tell it. And you get to decide that. But join me next week, Sip and Savor Social Tea. I'll be going into that more in depth. But I just wanted to touch on that because writing books and um, sharing your books on social media is another way that you can have ready-made content because It doesn't matter if you're a fictional author or if you're a nonfiction author. Once you write a book, that's content. That's content for the masses, especially if you're a nonfiction author, because I'm sure you researched it and you have a breadth of knowledge on the subject that you wrote about. So it goes without saying that you want to promote that. So use your YouTube to promote it. And you can go chapter by chapter, or you can take bits and pieces of it and go live, create videos, create shorts based on the bits of information that you're sharing for your book. And that's another way, like I said, that you can make money as a content creator. So there's that. But like I said, I'm going to wrap it up because I think I said everything I want to say on the subject of how to stay motivated as a content creator. And no, you shouldn't quit. Don't quit just because you're not feeling motivated or just because you're not feeling inspired. Keep going. If you need to, take a break. Yes, my lives are Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So I'll be here barring any, as long as the Lord says the same, I'll be here next week at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll be discussing self-publishing. But keep going. Keep doing you. Take a break if you need to, and to turn everything off. Turn that TV off. Turn that TV off. Like Kendrick Lamar said, turn the TV off. Turn social media off. Turn your phone off. Take an hour. Take a day if you need to, and get your journal and just start journaling down, jotting down your ideas, and go from there. But thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate all of the love you guys showed me, all the participation, and I hope to see you all next week at 6:30. Be there or be square. Thank you for tuning into Mommy Money Getter. That's my handle, and I am Charity. Have a great night and a great rest of your week.